So with our hypothesis, we actually ended up getting 3 out of the 4 girls correct as far as what he would have chosen for this secret mission to take down Corpse, another assassin. So I essentially thought that definitely he's going to take these 2 girls that here on the side. Girl on the left is basically like the strongman, the pickpocket. Girl on the right, poison. The fact she's immune to all poisons, that's very powerful. And it's supposed to be the team leader. Now, and then you got Greta, which was amazing in the last episode. So it was like, oh, you're definitely coming. So this was the only girl that I thought was, I kind of disagree with. So essentially this girl is the one that does the animal training and is basically, I don't know, speaks that. I don't think she speaks with animals, but basically she's good with animals. And he picks this one. And of course the setting for the mission is technically in the countryside and in like a secluded mansion. But I kind of still would have gone with the girl that's into surveillance. Now, I've been going back and forth on it. I've been going back and forth many times over on this one. And maybe, of course, because the area is forested, yes, this girl is, you know, training in animals. It might end up being better than the girl that's in surveillance. And she may be the one in surveillance is more city-like surveillance, you know, around corners, pictures, you know, spy cameras, whatever. But it's like I keep going back and forth on it because it's not like they haven't really shown us whether this girl, she's only trained a couple of animals, so there's some flying ones and such. But it's not like she trains every forested creatures or like she can talk to bears or, you know, the animals can talk to her and tell her, you know, what's going down. So if this was truly where you would have to pick like who's good with, who would basically get the most information in the setting that I need to, maybe yes, you go with the animal girl, but it's just the animals are limited. I don't know. I guess either or is a toss-up. And but those are the 4 girls that Klaus has decided to pick for this mission to take down Corpse. Now, granted, knowing the mission parameters, I can kind of understand. Essentially what they have to do is infiltrate the mansion, be the guys, the target's maids. This target, that's another thing I want to talk about. Corpse is targeting, at first I thought he was only targeting spies from the, I believe, the Republic area. But come to find out he's targeting not only spies, but politicians as well that's from that area that's being helpful. So which was revealed in this episode, because the last episode it just said spies, and now it's like, oh, it's not only spies, he's apparently targeted some politicians as well. Okay. And because it made me wonder, why would he target this old man that clearly isn't a spy? And of course it makes sense, the guy's in the social welfare area, and even though he's in a mansion and such, he gives literally everything he has to the point of harming his own body by not eating well, to orphanages and stuff in the area to bring everything up after the war, a war that was stated in there in the episode. So he's trying to make everything better for orphanages and people and kids and such, which is commendable for him. And we learn a little bit more of the backstory of Isabella, which is the girl that pickpockets, and her background, which they did hit on it in several episodes ago. Essentially, she's the daughter of a rebel faction that was bad, like would do all kinds of bad stuff. And as the daughter, she gave up her father, who was the leader, and then the gang essentially broke apart. And then she could save her younger siblings as well. So thus she's a spy in order to make money for her siblings. Which, like I said, part of that was kind of hinted a few episodes ago, but we kind of know a little bit more about it. Now here brings me to the crux of everything. The guy they're supposed to be saving has night blindness because of the lack of nutrients. Why is he a crack shot? Like, corpse is posted up in a tree, sniping at them. And I'm like, oh man, here he is. Oh, he's finally revealed himself, and he takes a shot and misses. Whatever, of course. So old dude gets his gun and it's like, I'm gonna take a shot right back at him. Okay, sure, go right ahead. I straight up, and my reaction was like, okay, I don't know why you're trying to shoot him, you can't see at night. But this dude takes 2 shots and almost hits corpse. Mind you, corpse is up in a tree in the forest. And somehow this dude takes a shot, hits him near his head right here at this tree, and then shoots down here by his legs of the tree limb. I'm like, excuse me? I thought you had night blindness. Now we can go technically, oh, he's probably got the gaze of the light because he's in the door frame kinda of his mansion. So maybe the light's on in the mansion so he can kind of see some stuff. I guess it might be different for different people as far as how night blindness works. Like maybe him being in light, he can see further and such, but I would think as someone that wears glasses, that it would be harder to see, like the whole forested area being dark, you couldn't really tell the difference between what is out there. And somehow he's able to pinpoint where this guy is, who's wearing dark camouflage almost, and he's almost hitting him. I'm like, well, excuse me? Okay. It was a reach, I think, but it was like, all right, fine, whatever. And then the episode ends with them chasing and going after corpse. So nothing too much. I was kind of shocked that it ended there because I was expecting a little bit more. Like maybe they get cornered or they corner him and then it ends of some sort. But overall, the episode was good. And like I said, the show is in an incline. Whenever there's a mission in this show and they have a goal, that's when the show shines. Before, when they started talking the backstory of the girls, lame. Now, like they even did a very good job of how they threw in her backstory, Sybil's backstory, into this episode. So it was like, if we're gonna get her backstory here, why do we get several episodes about the girls' backstories when they could have just mixed in the backstories within the missions? And then everything, it would have had a smoother experience instead of throwing us to the wolves, be like, yes, this is a great anime. And then 3 episodes later, why am I still watching this anime? Only to be like, all right, this anime is a lot better now. They didn't need to do all that. And still a good anime. I look to see how the rest of the season works out. And hopefully things start continuously going an incline. So such, if there is a season 2 to this, I'll be definitely happy to see a season 2. Oh, dang, I almost left this one thing out. It was one of the most important things I thought of in this episode. I think something's gonna happen to one of the girls. There's too many of them. There's there are 8 girls. And yes, they have different skills and stuff, and we're supposed to feel sad about them. Something's gonna happen to one of the girls. Either one of the girls dies, gets hurt, injured, something happens to one of the girls. Or even multiple of them. But it wouldn't surprise me because this show, although it tries to be all girly and all this stuff, like, oh, nothing bad could happen to them. There's been many times where they've shown people's throats get sliced and all kinds of stuff like, oh, where did that come from? So it wouldn't surprise me if something happens to one of these girls. Tell me what you guys think. That's just a hypothesis of mine and a feeling I got when I was watching the beginning of this episode. It was like, this is too happy-go-lucky. It's too much goodness happening right now. And this is all about spies, and they're too like, being a spy is cool. And we're like, there's a dark side to being a spy. So tell me what you guys think. Anyway, make sure you like the video, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you guys come back for the next review. Take care, and bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.